What is the function of microtubule self-assembly in cells? Imagine tiny building blocks inside your body that can come together on their own to create complex structures. That's what microtubule self-assembly is all about. These are long, hollow tubes made from proteins called tubulin. They form inside cells without needing a blueprint, kind of like magic Lego bricks snapping together by themselves. Microtubules act like the cell's scaffolding and highways. They give the cell its shape and help it stay firm. Without them, cells would be floppy and misshapen, like a deflated balloon. They also serve as roots for moving things around inside the cell. Tiny organelles and molecules hitch rides on these microtubule highways to reach their destinations. One of the most important jobs of microtubules is during cell division. When a cell splits into two, microtubules form a structure called the mitotic spindle. This spindle pulls apart the chromosomes, which are the cell's genetic instructions. Without this self-assembling process, cells couldn't divide properly, and life would come to a halt. What makes microtubule self-assembly so interesting is how it happens without a fixed pattern. Tubulin proteins spontaneously join together at the ends of existing microtubules, growing quickly or shrinking as needed. This rapid assembly and disassembly allows cells to adapt fast to changes or repair themselves. Inside the cell, certain proteins and structures help organize microtubules. For example, the centrosome acts as a starting point for microtubule growth. But even without these centers, microtubules can organize themselves into radial arrays or networks. Some microtubules branch off from others or split apart, creating a dynamic and constantly changing internal skeleton. Scientists find this self-assembling behavior fascinating because it's like a tiny, living construction site. Microtubules can form new growth points or break apart, constantly rebuilding themselves. This quirky ability makes cells more flexible and resilient, especially when they need to move or divide quickly. Understanding how microtubules self-assemble has practical uses too. Many cancer treatments target microtubules to stop cells from dividing. Researchers are also inspired by this natural self-assembly to design new materials that can build themselves at the microscopic level. In essence, microtubule self-assembly is a cellular trick that creates a flexible, dynamic skeleton inside cells. It supports their shape, helps them move, and ensures they can divide properly. This strange, self-building process is a key part of how life functions at the microscopic level, showing how simple pieces can come together to make complex, adaptable machines.